6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we are live, and if this is your first time watching, this is our market update. We do this every Monday and Friday. Don't worry, we only do it for about 10 minutes. You're going to get enough knowledge to last you
a lifetime.
A lifetime or the weekend, whatever feels more comfortable to you. So let's just jump into this. If you follow us on Monday, I kind of went into depth of kind of the market, new inventory coming to the market. As you can kind of see, as the market as a whole, a lot more sold properties selling. Pricing is 693. That's pre-COVID time. And jumping into under 700,000. We, again, 416, that's basically kind of pre-COVID time right there for sold properties. So we are seeing a big uptick in that. Now, we're seeing more properties hit the market and more properties sold under contract. So what does that tell us? Right now, we're looking at 4,000 active properties on the market, single family, townhome, row home, attached properties, right? We have 700 more pending properties across the board, okay, in San Diego County. We need inventory. Now, that even goes even farther, more drastic when you're talking about basically active properties to pending properties. We're close to double pending properties compared to active properties. Close to 3,000 properties and about 100 properties active on the market. All right. Coming soon properties, 160. Coming soon properties over the last week, 68. So when you ask, oh my gosh, how's the market right now? We have a shortage of inventory. One thing that I have been hearing more from other agents is because not much inventory, there's sometimes have been bidding wars, or people have been paying a little higher of a pricing, getting to contract a little bit higher pricing. And then some people get second guess their decision. And so you're seeing a little more cancellations happening when it actually happens. So they're fighting so hard to get into contract and then they're canceling. Not as a whole yet, something kind of think about. So if you watch our buyer seminars, it goes back to the idea, focus on a monthly payment, know what you feel comfortable with. Just because you might have won the offer getting accepted, are you feeling comfortable that you got accepted and happy that you closed on the property? So, David, and jumping into something that we always talk about, inventory so low, property is hot, and right now that is due to interest rates and shortage of inventory. So how are we looking with inventory? With interest rates.
Once again, for those of you out there who, hopefully you're not living under a rock and you realize with what's going on right now is the market is hot. And why? Because rates are low. They're lower than a snail on the sidewalk. They're so low. Now, how low is that, you may ask? We're below 3% on almost everything except jumbo, which is amazing. And a lot of your first-time buyers who are coming in at that high point, even above 510,000, are still getting 3 1/8, which is unheard of. Those are buyers who are coming in. Let's say they're buying a $700,000 house. They're putting down 5%. They're still getting like 3 1/8%. Sometimes even 3. It's dipped up and down this whole week. Your APR will vary. We're always quoting loans here with no points because you can buy points, and a lot of your ads out there on TV, on the radio, all over, they're always quoting points, which does buy the rate down. But overall, your guidelines, we're slowly loosening back up a little bit, except for the self-employed. We're still tough. But interest rates overall, oh my goodness gracious, like amazingly insane. And if you talk to a lender and they tell you they're not busy, do not talk to them. That means they don't know what they're doing. If they tell you, oh, I'm not busy at all, that means that person is absolutely terrible at their job. So please remember that when you're talking, your uncle, carbuncle, who just got in the business and he's not busy, that he's not busy for a reason, because this is the busiest times lenders have ever been. And I'm ashamed to say that, because our normal turn times are much slower than they've ever been.
Where's most of your business, a referral or home purchases?
A majority of my business is all referral. I mean, I've been doing
refinance. Sorry, not refinance, not referral, refinance or home purchases.
I would tell you right now, it's probably 65% refinance.
Yeah.
Which is the total opposite. Usually I'm 75% all purchases and 25% refinance. So we've completely, done the headstand. For those of you CrossFit people out there, we're doing reverse headstands, push-ups. Just thought I'd throw that in there. And it is a very different market. So for those of you who haven't tapped into your home's equity and you want to, build your yard or pay off debt or credit cards or, potentially buy that Tesla that's very expensive, maybe it's the time you look into that, because anyone whose rate is above 3.6%, they're losing money. Like everyone's rate should be 3.25 or below. They're just as simple as that.
I mean, if you bought a couple years back, I mean, I know we've talked about it. Oh my gosh, it seems like everyone. If you're basically your house is getting too small, you need more square footage, it might not be the best time. Maybe it's not best time to buy into the property. Maybe it's the best time to take some money out of your property and then build on an ADU, quote unquote granny flat. At least give David, aka the Zen Loan Master, a call so he can at least walk you through what interest rates are right now and see how much money you can save. I mean, you'll be surprised. I mean, this was, if based off of the rates right now by like 1%, to give you an idea how much you can save if you're have like, let's say a 4% compared to a 3%. Basically talking the difference between a 640 purchase price compared to a 600,000. A roughly a $40,000 difference, roughly. Now that's huge in those payments right there. So just imagine what your purchasing power would be today if you took advantage of the interest rates.
The other thing, I talked to a past client. I did their loan in 2010. I talked to them today. 2010, they got 3.75, which was a smoking deal during that time. They're refinancing down to 2.875, taking out $40,000, and their payment went down $350.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, a lot of times right now, I mean, it's tough times for a lot of people, and our heart goes out to a lot of people having tough times. If you can lessen your burden right now by getting rid of some debt, or maybe you racked up credit cards because you were not working, it's something to think about. But the other thing, it's me and Vinnie, we're looking at long-term wealth generation. If you're thinking about investment property right now, these are the lowest rates in history you're ever going to get for an investment to get a great rate of return. Your ROI is amazing now because you're borrowing so cheap. And
so we also too, we usually do a buyer seminar, or a home buyer seminar, investor seminar, or home buyer. This weekend, we're going to do an investor seminar. We might change the time. We're going to talk about that after all this. But follow us, and we'll have those times for you, those dates for you, and reach out if you have any questions. If you're just curious about the market. I mean, we have a lot of clients. I know I do personally have a lot of clients that just reach out to me. I mean, every couple of months, and just, hey, how things are going? How are things on my property? What do you think about this? I'm thinking about getting solar panel. I'm thinking about doing this to my house. Can you add value? Things like that. We want to be that trusted resource for you, because you never know when you might need us. And in a weak moment, we don't want you to pick a weak agent or a weak lender.
Very true. It's, the phone lines are open to help people, and that's what we're here for.
All right, guys. Well, we want to keep it under 10 minutes because we know you guys are busy. Have a great one, and on to the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.